Welcome back. I'm Chef Sarah with the Sylvia Center. We're a nonprofit specializing in providing food and nutrition education in New York City and Columbia County. This is our first week of our Noodle Passport series. So over the next 8 weeks, we are going to talk all about noodles from all over the world. So I'm going to wash my hands and then we'll get started. Okay, I'm back. My hands are washed, my area is sanitized and clean, and it's time to get started. So over the next 8 weeks, I'm going to introduce you to all different types of noodles. Noodles are normally a tube, a strip, or a ring of pasta dough or a similar dough to pasta dough. We're also going to learn how sometimes they're vegetables or other items different from pasta dough. Typically they are made with egg, but we're going to learn a lot of varieties that are also not made with egg. And typically noodles are in soup or sauces. So we're going to learn all different ways to cook these, serve these, and we are going to make some fantastic noodle dishes over the next 8 weeks. Today we're going to start out nice and simple. I always kind of like to start out at the beginning, and that way we'll build up over the next weeks. And we are going to make an American style pasta salad. So I am going to make a couple different varieties today. One of my favorite things about this recipe and recipes similar to this is you can really create your own. I like to recommend the first time you make this, you should maybe make it exactly the way the recipe says. That way, when you make it the next time, you can alter it, change it, you can see what you liked about it, what you didn't, and that way you can really make it for your preferences and adding all the veggies that you like and the herbs that you like. So today I'm actually going to make this 2 different ways. I have some noodles made out of zucchini. So I've heard these called different things. Zoodles is always a fun one. So these are a great gluten-free option. So if you or people in your family try to eat gluten-free, or even if you just want to substitute and have something a little healthier, a lot of grocery stores now actually sell these already made. You can also buy a fun little gadget that will actually spiralize your zucchini or carrots or whatever for you. So these are a really fun one. We're going to make some of our pasta salad with those zucchini noodles. And I also have some whole wheat pasta. So this whole wheat pasta I did cook and I cooled this down. So the reason that you want to make sure you cool this down really quickly is because that pasta will continue to cook. So after I boiled it, I put it in an ice bath, so a bath of cold water with some ice in it. And that just chilled the pasta very quickly, so that way we don't end up with mushy pasta. Because once that's cooked, if it stayed warm, you kind of think it's going to, stay warm for the next 10 to 15 minutes, and it will continue to cook. And personally, I don't like mushy pasta, and most people don't. So I recommend always using an ice bath, and that way this is chilled and ready for us to use. So I have this really fun shape today that's kind of this nice little spiral. It's almost like macaroni and cheese noodles, but like much larger. So they're really fun, but you can use anything. You could use macaroni, you could use rigatoni, you could use wagon wheel pasta or fun shapes. It's really up to you. I am using whole wheat. I recommend using whole wheat pasta whenever you can. This is also just substituting in just a lot of extra nutrients to really make this a little bit healthier, just to get rid of as many of those really processed flours as possible. So okay, so I'm going to make these 2 different varieties today, and I also have tons of veggies here. So you can see I have this beautiful plate of veggies, and I also have everything here for our dressing. So I'm going to get started on the dressing first, and you can see in this container I have a little bit of garlic. So I did chop this garlic up ahead of time. It calls for 1 clove of garlic. I love garlic, so I have 2 in here. And we're also going to add olive oil to this. I really like using jars for this because if you end up with extra, you can always save the jar. You just throw a lid on that and then you're good to go. We're also going to use red wine vinegar. This is somewhere that you can really alter this to make it your own. You could use balsamic vinegar, you could use a flavored vinegar, you could use rice wine vinegar. It is really up to you and it's up to your preference. All right, I want to add a little lemon juice. That lemon juice is just going to help with a really nice brightness And this time of year, I feel like it's really, really good to just add that extra little, you know, pizzazz to all of our food. So I'm just gonna squeeze that. Okay. This is a great gadget. If you don't have one of these, I really recommend it because now all of my seeds are in here and I don't have to worry about straining those out. Okay. Okay. And to our dressing here, I'm also gonna add a little oregano. This is optional, you don't need to. You could do a different herb if you wanted, or you could leave it out completely. This is this really fantastic Mexican oregano, so it's gonna pack a lot of flavor. So I'm just gonna add a little sprinkle in there. Okay, and as with everything, this will need salt and pepper. It's very flavorful, but just to balance everything out, the salt and pepper is really, really gonna make such a difference. And you don't wanna add too much because you can always go back and add more. So I'm gonna give that just a little stir, a little shake. You could whisk this. If you're making this in a bowl, you could whisk it, but we don't even need to do that today. We can just give that just a quick little spin around. And I'm gonna set that aside, and now we'll start making our pasta salad. Okay, so we are good to go. I'm gonna talk about this plate of veggies that I have here. So once again, this is up to you. You should make this the way that you like it and the way that you and your family will enjoy it the most. I always recommend trying new things, but you also want to customize it for your taste. So here I have red pepper, I have cucumbers, I have some cherry tomatoes that I cut in half. Some of the really big ones I cut into quarters. For the herbs, I have parsley and dill. I like to use a lot of herbs. The herbs are going to pack so much flavor, so I recommend using lots and lots of herbs. You could use all different herbs, or you could just pick one that's your favorite. I have these really fun little mozzarella balls that are just going to add a really great flavor, and they're really fun to add. And I also have red onion. Here in the center, I have some olives that are just going to add a really nice saltiness as well. So those are all of our veggies. Just to get these all mixed together, I'm gonna go ahead and add these all to a bowl. That way, each one of the salads gets an even amount of everything. That way you don't have one salad that has tons of cucumber and one that has tons of tomato. Okay. So I'm just gonna give that just a quick little mix. So you can see that actually looks fantastic. I would just eat that as it is. I think that's perfect right there. Okay, so I'm gonna add half to one of the salads and half to the other. Make sure to get all those herbs out of the bottom. Okay, and then same with our dressing. So once again, we have garlic, red wine vinegar, lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper, and that touch of oregano. And I'm gonna add half to each one. And if there was extra, you could always save it, but today I went ahead and used all of it. And now I'm just gonna toss that together. Since the ingredients are the same, I don't mind using the same tongs for both. It smells fantastic. The herbs smell so yummy and so strong. Okay. So you can see there's our whole wheat pasta salad. Oh, it's a cucumber there. And our pasta salad made with those zoodles or zucchini noodles. Okay, so I have everything complete. You can see I have these in nice serving bowls. And here we have our zucchini noodles, and you can see all those beautiful veggies on top. And you can also see with our traditional pasta salad, and it is packed with so many vegetables, so many herbs. The herbs are what's really going to add a lot of flavor. So when you're making this at home, really pack it with tons of herbs, tons of veggies, tons of additional flavor. And as I said earlier, feel free to have fun with it. Add thyme, add rosemary, add as many veggies as you can find of all different colors. eating all those different colored veggies, make it really bright and fun and beautiful, but also gives us all different kinds of nutrients. So make sure you're packing those pasta salads with so many yummy ingredients. I'm gonna give it a quick taste before we go, just to double check that it doesn't need anything. Wow, so good. I can really taste the dill and the lemon. It's really, really, really fresh and bright and super fantastic. So I hope you make this at home. I hope you make your own perfect version of this American pasta salad. Join me next week. We're gonna make gnocchi with ratatouille from Italy. So that's gonna be week 2 of our noodle passport. So I hope to see you then. Have a wonderful week. Cook all kinds of amazing things. And subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see more videos like this one. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.